Today we're going to review April's budget. Hello, my name's Rachel. I do videos all about decluttering, minimalism and my no spend year, and today we're going to look at April and see how much I have spent on general spend, food and petrol. That's the usual things that we track, and the idea is that I'm trying to reduce down my spend so that I can have as much spare money as possible for travel and events. So the idea is that I'm spending any spare money on that and booking up lots of different things to do for me and my son over the next year. So far we've already managed to do 2 trips away. We've been to Lake Garda and Amsterdam, and we've got Geneva booked for May half term. We're now looking at where we can go for the summer holidays, so I need to save as much money as possible to be able to do that. So as you know, I collect up all my receipts, and with each receipt I then log it within my planner. This is the Go Girl budget planner that I use, which is really good. It's got a space for all my expenses, and then the idea is that I then write everything down. I then allocate it a category so that I can track exactly how much I spend over the year in a particular category, like makeup or home or gifts or treats. Then I know where I'm spending the most of my money. So it makes it easier for me to kind of see where I need to work a little bit harder on, and it helps me to keep track of it. I also track food and any trip to the shop that I do for that, and as well as petrol. Let's have a look and see how I've got on. So usually for spend I give myself £100. For food I give, well, probably around 300. I might have to review that, we'll talk about that in a minute. And for petrol I give 160, but it's usually about 140. Gives me some wiggle room. That one I can also review as well. So let's have a look at spend first of all. So I have been pretty good so far and kept under spend for each month, and I'm not entirely sure I have done that this month. Let's see. So basically the things that I spent on this month are food out, because we went and saw Michael Bublé in concert in London, so we got food out when we were there. Very small amount of clothing, like 2 plain white and black tops and I think a jumper, and I bought makeup which was about £37. So that was my main makeup. I did a little haul on my TikTok for that, but it was basically my foundation, because the number 7 stuff that I buy was on 3 for 2, so that's when I kind of do a bulk buy, because you obviously get the most for your money then. And I did buy a couple of little gifts for some people. So overall, in total I spent 120, which isn't overly bad for me. Normally I go way over. I have been really good so far since January, but obviously this month has been a little bit tighter. I definitely feel like I've not had a better grip on it like I normally do, so that's something that I'm going to really focus in on over this month. So I get paid tomorrow, so that means that my month starts from tomorrow, which is the 25th. The one thing I did buy extra, which isn't in that budget, but I don't count it because it's a thing that has to be bought, it's like a bill, is my son's glasses, because they cost a lot more than normal. So whereas normally I would get them the free frames and you'd get a voucher towards it, so it'd end up being completely free. This time he needed a wider width one, so we went with the adult. So although we got some money off, we also paid for the kind of blue light filter or something like that. So it made it a little bit more expensive, but seeing as he looked after his glasses for the last year, I did agree last year if he looked after them I would pay for more protection on the glasses so that they're like more anti-scratch, etc. So I paid for a little bit more, so that was £123. And this month I'm going to get myself an eye test and check and get myself some new glasses, so that's going to cost me probably about £200 for me, because I have really thick lenses and I have to get them thinned. otherwise it looks horrendous. So that's a bill that I know is coming up, so I won't count that as my spend, but I count it as a bill. But I only get glasses every 2 years and my son gets them every year because obviously his face grows more. Let's go on to food. This is a 5-week month, so I have set 300. I think normally I spend about 250 or 260, so I've put it as 300, but I've actually spent 362. I definitely feel like the bills for food drastically went up this month. I think my first reasonable shop was 64, and then since then it's been 81, 95, which is really unusual, and it wasn't as if I'd even bought anything particularly extra. I think I'd bought toilet roll in that, but that's not a big expense, so really it should not have been like that. I haven't bought anything additional in those big shops than I would normally do, and it was quite surprising that the last 2 weeks have been 81 and 95, so I am going to have to get really strict. I'll try and do a video on it, because what I'll do is I'll do a proper meal plan for the whole month and see if I can reduce down my spend on food. What I need to do now is plan out how much is realistic for a weekly spend of food. I really don't want it to be 80 or 90, but I think maybe I need to go 70 a week, and that might be more realistic. So we're looking at 280 for 4 weeks and 350 for a 5-week. So maybe that's where I need to go with that. I will do a review next month, and hopefully after doing a full month of meal planning, I'll have a good position to be in, and I'll be able to say that I've stuck to the budget. I'm thinking, I wonder how many 4 weekends in May that I need to pay for food and petrol. So in theory I'm aiming for 280. We'll go with that and we'll see how we do. That's the goal, so no more than 70 a week, and that includes the gluten-free. But if you have a look at my food this week, I've done a lot of trips for chocolate to the Co-op and Sainsbury's and Tesco's, where I've just bought so many extra treat things. I don't know why I'm properly binge eating chocolate at the minute. It's getting an issue, so I need to sort that out. I don't know why. Let's have a look at petrol. So petrol, I normally give myself 160, but we did have a week where we were away, and also it's been the holidays as well for 2 weeks. One of the weeks we were away and one of the weeks we didn't really do an awful lot. So our petrol is significantly lower, thankfully, evens out the food bill. So petrol was down to 112, so that's much better. And I've tried a week of super unleaded to see whether or not it makes a difference. We shall see. I don't know that I've got that much more mileage from it, but I will do a bit of an investigation to see, because anything that can make it a little bit better for your money is worth a try in my eyes. Now's the time to start planning for May. So as I said, I've got glasses due. I don't think I have any other major bills coming up, but I do have to fund some travel money for our holiday that's at the very end of May. So I will be getting stuff ready for the next holiday. Don't forget I do more videos about decluttering, minimalism and my no spend year. One thing I did want to share with you this month is also the planner that I've created. So this is the Declutter Your Life Little Acts of Decluttering planner, and the idea was that it was a planner to help you declutter your home in different stages. There's goal setting pages, there are a declutter checklist that you can fill in, and also some productivity pages where you can map out your day and tick off things from your to-do list, and also a notes section at the back that is dotted pages where you can kind of add little bits and pieces or put your own lists, etc. in. So that is the Little Acts of Decluttering planner, should you wish to have a look. You can buy a digital copy of it where you can annotate on an annotation app on a device on my website declutteryourlife.co.uk, or you can buy it from Amazon directly, and if you search for Little Acts of Decluttering Planner, it will come up, and it's available across most of the different countries around the world. They are on there, and they are £6.99 for a physical copy. If you want it in hardback, I have done a hardback version, which I think is slightly smaller, but they are more expensive to print, so they are about £21. But yeah, this is £7 if you want to get it on Amazon. Don't forget to let me know down below if you are trying to save money as well and how you're getting on, and I shall see you soon for more videos. Take care. Bye.